I'm Dr. Janice Doherty, and I'm here to welcome you to the Auskey training video. Your experiences in the Office of Clinical Skills represent your opportunity to build an excellent foundation in patient interviewing and physical diagnostic skills. Beginning in 1981, ECU's Standardized Patient Program was the second of its type in the United States. Prior to the use of standardized patients, students had to learn interviewing skills by interacting with real patients who might have been in pain, cognitively impaired, tired, ill, or who did not want to discuss their history with only the privacy afforded by a curtain between the two beds of a semi-private hospital room. Many students, myself included, worried about causing harm to a real patient by saying the wrong thing. The good news is, standardized patients are professionally trained to work with you. Even if you say something wrong or forget to ask a question, it's okay. The only mistake that counts is one that does not teach you something. Standardized patients are here to teach you, and they do it very well by providing expert feedback on your skills. In terms of the physical examination, before physical training assistants, students learned by examining each other in class. You can imagine how uncomfortable that might have been. When we used physicians to teach the examination, it was very difficult to get them to stick to the script, which we base on what we know you will need to know when you take your certification exams. If I tell you, oh, I never do that in my physical exam, and I don't teach you exactly what will be scored at your exam, you are at a disadvantage. Having physical training assistants has fixed that, and their ongoing performance is monitored by physical diagnosis expert clinicians like myself to assure that your training continues to conform to current clinical standards. It has been an honor for me to have been associated with this program for over 30 years. Our graduates are known nationally for their skills in interviewing, physical diagnosis, and clinical problem solving. We welcome you to the program. We wish you all the best as you participate in this outstanding clinical skills building experience. Thank you and enjoy the video.
My name is Hillary Weissmiller, and I'm here to welcome you all to the Office of Clinical Skills. Now, I know since this is your first day, you might be a little bit nervous, but don't worry. We're here to answer all of your questions for you so that you feel prepared. So, if you are a distance education student or do not feel comfortable using the stairs, you are more than welcome to enter through these double doors and then go up the elevator. Otherwise, all students are going to enter through this side door over here. Now that you've just arrived at Clinical Skills, we want to make sure that we park in the correct spot. So, all students need to park in this lot over here, and if for some reason when you get here that lot is already full, feel free to park in the outside spots of this lot over here. Now that we parked, let's go inside. I think some of our students are here.
Hey, we just parked. Where should we go?
Let's go in this side door right over here. Now, all students entering through the Office of Clinical Skills should already have a 1 card, and the way that we get in these doors is to scan right here on this black box. Perfect, let's go inside. So now that we've entered into the Office of Clinical Skills, we're going to go up 2 flights of stairs to the 2nd floor, and I'll show you where to go from there. So we've made it up to the 2nd floor, and just like when we walked in, we're going to want to use our 1 card to scan to get through this door. Awesome, let's go inside. We've made it upstairs, so now the fun really begins. The first thing we're going to pass is 2 unisex restrooms located on your right side. Now when we continue walking, we're going to get to this classroom assignment board. You'll see that all the different disciplines are located above, with the different classrooms located below.
So since I'm a first-year medical student, I'll go to classroom C?
That's correct.
And I'm a PA student, so I'll be in D.
You got it. Let's go. Now if for some reason you have an appointment and this door is locked, feel free to press this call button and somebody will come and let you in. Now let's head to the classrooms. You'll see right here we have 2 water fountains as well as a refillable bottle station and a trash can located below. As we enter into this classroom, there's always going to be a sign-in sheet waiting for you. You're going to want to make sure that you remember this student ID number and then sign next to your name. It's also going to be important that we remember our banner ID number, so make sure you have that accessible. So once we've all finished signing in, I just need you guys to take a seat until a proctor or trainer will come and get you.
Hi everybody, I'm Molly Cashin. I'm a standardized patient trainer here at the Office of Clinical Skills. You've so far gotten some instruction about how to enter the building, some signage directing you where to go. You've also been instructed about a sign-in sheet you may see here on the table in the conference room or classroom, where you'll find your name and you'll go ahead and sign in there. You may also see something like a student schedule that you see here, indicating different exam rooms and different times where you'll be required to go. If you're feeling a little lost, don't worry about that. Either John, Patrick, or myself will be here shortly to show you around and give you some more instruction about the event for the day. If you need to know where you're headed, we have a map that indicates here where you may have come up the stairs or the elevator. We're standing here in classroom C. Outside this door, we're going to go take a look at our nurses station. You'll see some different hallways and we'll point those out to give you some orientation to the building. And then after that, John will be here to take you down to one of the exam rooms. Follow me. All right, so we've arrived out here by the nurses station. As you can see, we're now kind of outside of the student classrooms. We have D, C, B, and A classroom is over by the elevator. And those are the stairs that direction where you came up. We also have this patio out here where you're welcome to enjoy your lunch or have some study time or just relax. You can utilize that patio during our regular business hours of 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We also have our administrative hallway. You can see that's kind of marked by the ECU on the wall there. So our director, Dr. Clay, and myself, John and Patrick, as well as our administrative assistants, Tammy and Miko, are down that hallway if you ever need to find us for any reason, or if you have a meeting scheduled with us, you're welcome to come down and see us. So down here, we're going to see our exam hallway. This is where your event is generally going to take place. You'll be going into an exam room to either do an interaction with a standardized patient or learn maybe a clinical head-to-toe physical exam or pieces and parts of those types of things. Or you might be here to take a clinical skills exam. So, like I said, our trainers are here to help you. John, Patrick, and myself will give you some more direction. We'll always have some proctors on hand to give you some direction during the event. And if you have any questions, you just let us know. But we look forward to seeing you, and we look forward to being a part of your learning experience here at the Office of Clinical Skills.
So how are your classes going?
They're tough, but pretty good so far.
That's good.
I'm glad we're getting this lab time in right now.
Hey guys, you here for the lab?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm John. I'm the trainer here for the physical exams, and so we're going to go over there and have our lab time. Do you have any questions about anything? Okay, well, you have a couple hours doing there to study, so you'll be working with Hillary today, and she's going to take you through whatever you want to work on in terms of physical examination, okay? So get your goodies and let's run down there.
Okay.
So you guys, let's go down to the exam rooms, all right? So welcome to the office. This is some of our layout right here. You notice that it's got a nice pirate theme to it. That's kind of cute. Also we have cameras everywhere. So just so you'll know, keep in mind that everything you do here is recorded. Okay, so whenever you're working in the exam rooms with your patients, that's being recorded. And we have an AV room right here where we'll go back and we'll watch the videos, see how things are going. Maybe you have observers come in and watch, do some training right here. There's some clipboards if you want to use some clipboards for taking notes with. And of course we have hand wash stations everywhere, so if you feel the need to wash up your hands, we can do that. Down this hall we're going to find all the exam rooms, so let's go down and find our exam room and our PTA. Here is exam room hall A, and we have different exam rooms and computers going on here. I think there's a practice session going on involved right now. Let's check in and see how it's going. Jim, you guys have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay, so we have a distance education nurse practicing her cardiovascular exam right now. Okay, so let's let these guys get back to work, and let's go down to the B hall. Okay, let's go down to B hall. We're going to be using room B1, and you'll notice there's a computer associated with each room. All right, so we're going to log in at B1, and you're going to use your 4-digit number that's associated with your name as your username, and then you're going to use your banner ID number as your password, okay? Make sure that you log into the computer before you begin any encounter with any patients, all right? And then when you finish that, we'll tell you when you can begin the exam, all right? So let's go ahead and log in. You'll notice that it asks if you want to log in any other participants, and since there is one more person to log in, just go ahead and say yes, and the next person will log in. Okay guys, we finished logging in, so let's see if Linda's ready. Hey Linda, I've got 2 students for you.
Hi, come on in. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Linda.
I'm Caroline.
Hi, Caroline. I'll
Nice
be
to
helping
meet
you
you.
today, and you are
Liz.
Hi, Liz. Nice to meet you
Nice to
both.
meet you.
Let's start by washing our hands, and then pick yourself out a stethoscope. So today we're going to be working on vitals. So we need to start by finding what we call the brachial artery. The easiest way to do that is to make a muscle.
The PTAs, GTAs, MUDAs, and SPs use themselves as teaching tools, allowing you into their personal space. These trained assistants will assist you to learn hands-on skills which you will use in your future medical practice. During instruction, it may be easier for the physical trainer to demonstrate on other students with their permission, or they may need to adjust your hands or bodies with your permission to a correct position for optimal results. The trainer's task is to help facilitate your understanding of clinical skills. In the process, we want to make sure that you, the student, always feels comfortable in the teaching environment. The confidence that you gain from these experiences will help you in the future to provide for your patients. You'll be taught the hands-on clinical physical head-to-toe exam. You'll be expected to demonstrate your competency and understanding of the material by later performing a partial head-to-toe exam, focused physical exams, and a complete head-to-toe exam. Physical trainers will also help you to familiarize yourself with the basic equipment in the rooms and with your stethoscope and other personal exam equipment. The office has a number of teaching videos demonstrating and explaining the techniques you'll be taught and tested on. The list of videos will be provided on the Blackboard website for clinical skills, during your orientation, and on a lab flyer. For your best OSCE experience, you should watch the training videos prior to coming to the teaching event so you'll be prepared for the fun and exciting hands-on experience.
In addition to the physical examination program, the Office of Clinical Skills also supports the curricula of ECU's Health Sciences campus with the Standardized Patient Program. This program generally supports schools and colleges at the beginning of a student's program of study, through their clinical years, and sometimes as a requirement for graduation or taking a licensure exam. ECU students typically interact with standardized patients in either a teaching session or an objective structured clinical exam, which we refer to as an OSCE. During a teaching session, a standardized patient joins a small group of students along with a teaching faculty to practice interviewing skills. During an OSCE, a student interacts with a standardized patient while completing aspects of their clinical skills training. The clinical skills that students are expected to complete during an OSCE include taking a complete medical history, taking a pertinent medical history, physical examination, and or counseling the patient based on the chief complaint, establishing rapport and interpersonal skills, discussing your initial diagnostic impressions and the plan with the patient, documenting the medical information in a patient note. This is often either a SOAP note or a Step 2 CS licensure note. Please visit the Clinical Skills Blackboard site to learn more about the Standardized Patient Program and expectations for your program of study.
Okay, so now we are finished with vitals, and at the end of each session, we like to ask you to fill out one of these feedback forms, and when you're finished, take it back to the conference room. We do ask you to be honest when you fill these out so that we can know if something is broken, we can get it fixed, and also we'll know if everything is going well. You guys did a wonderful job today. I enjoyed you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. You're welcome. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Bye now.
Hey, let me show you a couple more resources that you guys have. So if you log on to Blackboard and click on the Clinical Skills tab, you'll see all of these different tabs come up. You'll see teaching labs, teaching videos, as well as all the contact information for everyone that works here if you ever need that, okay? Just make sure whenever you log into Blackboard that you sign out.
Thanks.
Hey, John. So I know Hillary already showed us how to log on to Blackboard, but could you show me how to come in, sign up for our teaching lab in the evening?
Oh, sure, no problem. You'll see right over here where it says Teaching Labs. Let's go ahead and click on that.
Yeah.
And you're going to see this little URL here. Click there.
Okay.
And one more click. So what you'll do is you'll have a sign-up page like this. And you're going to go to the date that you want to come in, okay, if the dates are highlighted. Now, if there's not a highlighted date, but you have some other students who want to come in and work, just send me a message and maybe we can try to open up another lab for you on a different date. But anyway, find a highlighted date, and then you're going to put your first name in, your last name, your student ID, and then give us an idea what you want to work on, okay?
Definitely. Fundo.
Right. And so once you sign up for a lab, though, make sure you come in because that's the only notification you get. You're committed to doing this, okay?
All right.
Looks pretty easy, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Yes. Actually, there's some other students who want to come in and practice during business hours.
How do we do that?
Oh, that's easy. Let's go back out of here. Good. Come back one more page. And you'll see where it says Practice Lab. Okay, that's where you can come in during the daytime and practice, and you can just email Tammy or you can email me and let us know when you'd like to come in, and then I'll show you how to sign up on the building usage page when you get here, okay?
All right, sounds great.
Let's go do that now then. Okay, let's go down to the facility sign-in sheet right over here. So when you and your fellow students come in to use the facilities, you're just going to put down your name, the date, what you're planning on doing, or what your school is, and then the time in and time out. That's all there is to it.
All right, sounds great.
Thanks.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Well, that concludes our orientation video. We hope that you guys learned a lot. But if you have any further questions, feel free to use the contact information down below. We want to make sure that all of our students have an awesome experience here at the Office of Clinical Skills. So are we good?
Yep.
We're good? Go Pirates!